Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this beautiful Saturday, the 27th of February. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. And when I left home, it was +6 in February. Hard to imagine. We're right at Queens Quay West and Bay Street. Right in front of us there is the Western Harbour Castle Conference Centre. And in the distance, not sure if you can see, unfortunately I don't have a zoom, but is the Fairmont Royal York Hotel. And this way we're looking west on Queens Quay West. So today's journey is just a jaunt around this area. So just poke in and out of the little pathways here in Queens Quay. It's been a minute since I've been down here. And up ahead is the Jack Layton ferry terminal to go to catch a ferry to go across towards Island and what everything across the way there has to offer. It's probably been, oh my gosh, 5 years maybe since we went across. I think the last time we went across was to go cycling. We brought our bikes to go cycling. And it is nice going across the waterway and do cycling across the islands there. When I first moved to Toronto, I spent a lot of time down in this area. I used to sometimes walk down, sometimes drive down and park and just walk along the boardwalk. Much of what the walk is going to consist of today is what I used to do when I moved here 32 years ago. And I miss coming down here. I didn't come down here last summer. Just because last summer was last summer. And I didn't venture too far. Just never thought about coming down here. It would have been actually the perfect place, but I just surmised that a lot of people would be down here because everybody would have been tired of lockdown and people would be coming down here and walking around, and I thought maybe there might be too many people down here, but I wouldn't know that because I didn't come down. How beautiful it is. How beautiful. Beautiful day. And it's nice to walk along the boardwalk, no matter where you are. So on the way back, we're going to walk down Queens Quay, and there are some really cool condos that have been erected since last time I was down in that area, and they're really, really cool. So I'm curious to point that out. What a cutie pie! That dog is so cute. Yeah, people are out. Looks like a lot of the benches are occupied. It's always a bit cooler down by the water, so even though I left the house it was +6, it wouldn't necessarily be +6 down here because you do get a bit of a breeze down here, and it is usually a bit cooler, so I'm dressed well, comfortable for being down here. So these are some pretty cool condos you can see just up ahead here. can't zoom because I don't have a zoom, but try and get close so you can see these very cool condos and the view they have. Especially like during stormy weather. That would be pretty cool to be looking out on the lake, seeing all the activity happening. Yeah, the first summer that I was here, so I moved here in January, so I didn't come down here much in the winter, but the first summer that I was living in Toronto, I came down here every weekend to just take in the water and this beautiful walk. And it's just a beautiful neighborhood. And there's a little shopping mall mecca just up ahead. And it was a kind of a cool place to shop. They had some nice little stores, but I don't know how well it's done. It seems to have changed a lot. I think last time I was inside that mall was, oh man, a few years back, and I think a couple years ago. I think when I retired, I came down here and went into Quay, and it was a lot different than what I remembered. So they have boat rides, like dining boat rides where you can dine and cruise. Of course, that didn't happen this past year. But a lot of these boats here are for touring during the area. Or dinner cruises. It's pretty windy right in this little nook here. One time we came down here with our bikes, a big mistake. It is packed here in the summer. This was, of course, pre-COVID. And it was super, super busy down here. So walking was a challenge, let alone trying to cycle down here. So we got out pretty quickly. I guess it'd be fine maybe early in the morning. So here's the CN Tower. I get closer and zoom up there. Not zoom up, but angle up so you can see. So we're just south of the CN Tower. That's the streetcar going by. So we're at the bottom of York Street in Queens Quay West. Yeah, I used to come down here a lot. Really, it's really pretty here. Very relaxing here in the summer. Relaxing but action-packed, if you know what I mean. So here's Toronto Island Park. So this is going to be across the way. So we are, I think that's where we are, right here, where that red dot is. And we just came from the ferry area. There's Olympic Park, Center Island Ferry Dock, Halland's Point, the island airport. Ward's Island. So this is Queen's Quay Terminal. So as it says, there's shops and there's restaurants, and then up above, I suspect those are business offices. So it looks like the Sobeys Urban Fresh grocery store is being changed to the Farm Boy grocery store. So all along here, it's opened. A lot of the stores behind these windows are have, you know, often you can gain access through this side. You don't have to necessarily go inside the building. So here is one of those dining cars or dining excursions, as you can see. I've never been on one of those, but I have been on one of these boats for a work event many years ago. Where there's food and music and celebration of company successes. It's a pretty good time. So we just came from that side, walked around. There were restaurants there. There's a pub, it says Goodman Pub and Kitchen. So I remember when shortly after I moved here, girlfriend and I would come down here frequently and on a Saturday and have lunch down here. Now if I remember correctly, just beyond here there was more of a, I guess a pier that jetted out. I think they clearly got rid of that. Yeah, so there was, I'm pretty sure there was a piece that jetted out further into the lake. People would often come out and take their pictures out there. But that seems to be gone now. Private charter scenic dining harbor tours. Very popular for tourists and recommended because it can be really pretty at night. You can see the city lights. It's lovely. hopefully things will get to a better place soon enough that by the time summer gets here, these businesses can get back into the swing of things. So you can see, I'm not sure if the camera is going to show this, but I'm going to try and angle up. So there's a restaurant up there, second floor. I don't know if you can see the white tablecloths, but that would be nice to sit there and have dinner and have a view of the lake. Oh, look at the ice there. Yeah, water bird. Oh, how gorgeous. Oh, there's that you can't see, the camera won't pick it up, but there's a plane coming in. Looks like a small, looks like a Cessna. It's a bit overcast, as you can see. It almost seems hazy. So the people that you can see here, that's nothing compared to the amount of people that are here in the summer. You really can't walk side by side. It's that crowded, at least from my experience. And just up ahead here, there's... Sorry about that, folks. It seemed like my camera just shut off. Or, yeah, started again. Now here's the CN Tower a little closer. It's nice being down here. So nice down here. He can tell that it's nice being down here by all the people that are down here.
Educating myself.
Now here, up here, it's of course non-existent now, as I'm sure many skating rinks, but this is a skating rink in the winter. You can see it's all melted. And in the summer, they have like little paddle boat things that tourists and kids enjoy. And there's just a restaurant just beyond where just beyond the edge of the skating rink or pool, I guess. The body. And I've been to skating here once, and I think we came here once to paddleboard, or not paddleboard, but yeah, not paddleboard, but these little what are they called? Little rowboat things. When my family was here, and actually when we got married, I think we all came down here. And we showed them around, and we went across towards Island. Not very talkative. I don't know why. I think I'm just so intrigued with being down here and just taking in how beautiful it is down here. And often just coming up around the bend here, sort of in this area here, and just slightly beyond, there'll be a lot of artisans selling their wares. So there's booth after booth after booth, people selling jewelry and sunglasses and t-shirts and all that kind of thing. And it's quite busy. Like really busy. It's like packed. It's funny seeing it so empty. I was going to walk up these stairs and across, but it's, as you can see, it's closed off. Not sure why. Oh, maybe because there's no winter maintenance. That could be why. And it could get slippery. So look at, you can see it's like solid ice here. These slips, solid ice. And here's the skateboarding ramps. Right here. Now we're back on Quay West. And we're going to continue to walk down. So we're going to go back the way we came, except we're going to walk on Queens Quay further east. Because I want to show those really cool condos or apartment buildings. So there's a dedicated bike lane, which is really necessary. It's really necessary to have a dedicated bike lane down here just because of how busy it gets. Used to be parking, outdoor parking, and I remember parking there 30 years ago. Provided you could get a spot. There weren't many parking spots there, but there's parking across the street. I'd like to be able to go into Queens Quay Terminal and just poke around there, but I don't think it'd be very exciting because nothing seems to be opened. Yeah, they used to have some cute little shops there. Remember there was this young woman, she probably was 25, and she was selling clothing from part of a store that existed in there. I don't remember the name of the store, but she would make everything by hand. Like, was a wonderful seamstress, and she made clothes. And I remember buying a floral cotton dress from her, and I wore that thing and wore it and wore it and wore it. I loved it so much. It was a really good quality cotton, and it washed really well, and I wish I would have remembered who she was, because she's somebody I would like to continue to support. And that was a long time ago. Wow, what a handsome dog. Look at that dog. What a looker. What a looker that dog is. I'm walking in the bike lane. Hello, wake up. Some people running, as I've seen today. Quite a few runners today. They're brave. I'm too cowardly to be running when it's cool out. It has to be like a summer's day. Even cycling, I don't care to cycle when it's cool out. I only really like to cycle when it's warm out. And when I mean warm, I mean summer weather. Look at these brave people. Good for them. Oh, there's another cute little dog. Oh my goodness. I've yet to meet a dog that's not adorable. Oh my. So that's pretty cool. Same image. There's Toronto. So we walked around here. We walked from this side, we walked around that building, and then we came along there. And that was one of the boats that had dining. I like that. That's nice. CN Tower, and there's the Rogers Centre. So I mentioned in one of my last videos that there's a lot of talk about tearing down the Rogers Centre. It was called the Sky Dome when it was first built in 1989. It opened in June. And I remember contemplating going to the opening because it was such a big deal for Toronto to have this magnificent stadium. And it was a work day, and I was contemplating whether or not I should ask for the time off to go. And I don't know, for one thing, I can't remember, for one reason or another I didn't. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't go, because that day, so it has a retractable roof, and of course, you know, for opening day they wanted to show off this beautiful sky dome, hence the name Sky Dome, with the retractable roof, and it was raining really hard. So when they opened up the roof and the rain was coming down, apparently I think just one side of the stadium, the people sitting in there got really wet, and the other side, it's either because maybe the whole roof didn't open or just the way the rain was coming down, the other side people didn't get wet in those stands. They were dry. And yeah, so they're thinking of tearing that down. I don't know if that's, I'm gonna have to check that out to see if in fact that's what they're going to do. So, you know, this is a multi-million-dollar complex that is slightly over 30 years old to be torn down. A bigger entertainment center to be erected in its place. So, yeah, we started here. This is where we started. Now here is where I want to, just further down is where I want to show you those cool condos. So this is the Westin Harbor Castle Hotel. Looks like they're doing some major renovations. I'm not sure whether it's still operational or not though during this construction. I don't know if the construction is just here on the exterior or if it's affecting the interior as well. I wonder if it I wonder if it's actually closed down. Yeah, look how major. It says here the hotel's garage is now full. We apologize for the inconvenience. I wonder that sign's not, it's just there. It's just parked there temporarily, but you can see a lot of construction going on. Public parking. This is all frozen over. I didn't have a zoom because just beyond the ice patch here, it's open water. Oops, sorry. But you can see those condos just ahead where I'm pointing. What a view they have. Wow. There's nothing going to ever be obstructing their view. I shouldn't say ever, right? Because that would be foolish, the way things change. Now, just ahead here. So this is a very cool condo right here. I'm just gonna angle the camera up so you can see how the floors, I'm gonna get a little closer. The way that the each floor is angled. Look up, way up. That looks so cool. It really is a neat design, in my opinion. Not everybody's gonna like every design, of course. So I remember parking down here for a work event where we came down here and we hopped on one of the boats and took a evening cruise. Now this is a pretty new building because I can see the ground floor is still under construction. Pretty cool down there. That is really nice. Let's just take a quick jaunt down here. Have a look-see. So yeah, the bottom is definitely still under construction. And it's not like a reno, it's like this is a brand new build. So that's where we were. That's to the west. That sun is bright. Yeah, they're still putting this all together. Now, I'm wondering, we can walk all the way around along the water instead of walking on Queen's Quay with the traffic. It's much nicer in here. Oh, there's a plane. I don't know if you can see it. It's turning. He's ready to prepare for landing. Evening out. He's evening out, and he is descending gradually. Wish my husband could see this. We would be stopping and staring. The camera's not going to pick this up. It's too bad. Too bad. It'd be cool to watch the planes coming in. Look how nice it is here. Oh my. It's so pretty. So I'm going to angle this camera. Hopefully you can see. Oh, there's a puppy. Oh, it's like a German Shepherd puppy. Oh my gosh. Look at how gorgeous that dog is. He's the type of dog you just want to squeeze and cuddle and kiss and hug and love. Look at how cute. I'm obsessed with dogs. Okay, I want to show you. This is one of the condos I want to show you. Like, look at how cool. Like, people live up there. Is that not just the coolest thing? Look at the view they have. And they're like living in the sky. So they would have, both sides would be our glass. So they could see the north and the south. And they're They are a pretty penny, those condos. But talk about living in the clouds. They're so cool. I read about them. And I remember reading also, one of them was, I think it was one of these ones, was for sale. Like it was some really crazy amount of money, which makes sense. Like, who doesn't want to have a residence, right at the water? And, well, I'm sure there are some, but I think a lot of people would really enjoy living. Now look at this. It's like, oops, darn it. It's like it's just cut off, like you're, look at those condos and look at how it ends. It just sort of ends, hanging over like a cliff. Like, how cool is that? I just think that, in my opinion, is the coolest thing. Very cool artwork here as well. Really nice. So we'll walk to the end and we'll see what else these condos can show us, because there's another part that jets out, but it jets out further. Wow, we're looking right into people's bedrooms and kitchens, and I mean, it's kind of cool, but I don't think I'd want to live there. And people walking by, and there are all kinds of people that just might come in and want to have a snooperoo, press their noses up against the glass. So look how cool this is. I'm going to angle up again. Like, so cool. Wow. I'm wondering if, if I was up there and wanted to go out on the balcony, whether if I could do it. With that whole vertical thing that I have going on with heights, I don't know. But maybe once you're up there, you don't notice it. You don't notice that there's nothing below. We can't get around here, can we? I don't think we can get around here. No, it ends. And we can't cut. This is all private property, so we can't get through there. But I hope you can see why I came down here and why I want to show you how beautiful it is down here. It is so nice down here. Always loved Queen's Quay. It's always been an attraction to me. And it's one of the first places I spent a lot of time with when I first moved here. Didn't have many friends at all. I knew one person when I moved here. And then the people that I did become friends with were people I worked with. Very nice here. Very, very nice in here. So that neatly shaped building in the, if you look up, and I don't know, maybe if you can see it or not, it's the TD Bank building, but it's a neat building the way it's structured. And there's that condominium complex. We saw it from the other side. So this is what I want to show you. And the weird thing is, I don't remember what was down here before, because these are new builds. And I don't remember what used to be here. That's a shame. Not sure what this is. I wonder if it's a dining. It's like a restaurant. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. But it would be kind of a neat event venue, like to host like a wedding, or even it'd be cool as a restaurant. Maybe it is, who knows? Yeah, look how cool that is. It's a neat, very neat structure. The grass is like sopping wet, so I'm gonna get off of it because I don't want to destroy it with trampling all over it. So up here is the Red Path Sugar Building. I'm pretty sure it's still in operation. Yeah, it looks like it. You can see the silos there. Yeah, it looks like it's still a functioning sugar plant. So there's our downtown skyline. I don't know if you can see the Toronto Star building, and then you can see the tip of the CN Tower. You've never seen this low-rise building across the way that's like 1 story, and then there's one that's 3 stories, that gold brick across the street. I wonder how long that's gonna last, because it's only 3 stories. Everything is built grand, especially downtown Toronto. Here's another new build. I assume it is condos, and it's unoccupied. It's vacant. Yeah, it looks like condos versus offices to me. Can't see the signage. Oh, it says for leasing inquiries. That could be for the main floor maybe, or yeah, there's a lot of plastic in the windows, and yeah. That's part of Red Path Sugar. Yeah, you can just tell by this end of that building. Oh my gosh, those people got seriously splashed. Oh my goodness. Wow. When I was coming down here, I was walking along that side and there are huge puddles there. And I actually ran under that walkway just because cars were coming from this end where we're facing right now, and I could just see that happening. So I ran to avoid the traffic coming down that laneway, just to avoid splashes, because it's bound to happen. There's no place for the car to go, and there is so much water there. I know the Loblaws well, but this building here where it says Artscape Daniels, that is a new building. And these buildings here, you can see this one here straight ahead, still under construction. I don't know what was here before. So we're at Lower Jarvis Street. All these new builds here. So you can see Redpath Sugar manufacturing plant takes up a lot of space. Let's have a quick jaunt down here. I want to see, I've not been down here. This is new. You can see, I don't know if you can see those pink umbrellas. So that would be a seating area. How nice that would be in the summertime. Yeah, instead of ending my walk here, we'll go down there and have a look-see down there, and that's a good way to end the video. I remember when I think maybe we did come down here once, because I remember when these it's all sand here, and when these umbrellas were put up and the chairs were placed, there was a lot of unhappy people complaining about the like building this up and spending. Apparently it cost a lot of money to put these umbrellas in, and not everybody was happy about that. So look how fun that is. Look at that puppy, just wants to run, run, run. There's a dog there just chilling in the sand. I don't know if you can see him. Just chilling under an umbrella. Looks like there's a frisbee at his feet. Yeah, it looks like a frisbee. And he's just taking it easy, it looks like. Wow, this is really nice here. Really nice. Wow, wow, wow. Look how nice it is here. It's called Canada's Sugar Beach. Canada's Sugar Beach. Oh, look at how far down it goes. I don't know what what is down there. Well, folks, this concludes today's video. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday. I hope you enjoyed this walk as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.